Hello, Kathy here from followkathy.com. Today I'm going to talk about the daily task you should do if you want to become a better marketer and especially if you want to follow your dreams. So what you have to do is every morning, for example, what you can do is for 5 minutes, just visualize yourself with your dreams. It can be, I don't know, if you want a car, if you want to have a vacation, if you want to see yourself on a podium or whatever. So visualize yourself, even for 5 minutes, and do some meditation about it. And it's very important when you start the day like that because your day you'll be more focused all day long. So the same thing when you go to bed. You can visualize yourself for 5 minutes before you go to sleep, and your subconscious will work. And definitely, and the next day you feel fine, and you might have some inspiration, you might have an idea, or whatever. So do some meditation because it's good. So some people do meditation during the day. I don't really have much time about during the day, so that's why I do in the morning when I wake up. I just take 5-10 minutes, put myself into my focus and what I want to do, and then in the evening time I definitely do some meditation before I go to bed. So it doesn't need to take many hours, maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and that's fine. Then you need to do some personal development. So you need to read books about motivation or even podcasts. You can listen to different podcasts. I like Gary Vee. I mean, makes me laugh and focus, and it's so good. And Tony Robbins. So you have a few of them. So it depends. If you want me to give you some idea, I can. But you have so many different people out there. And so a podcast or something to focus on and motivate you is good. So that is a personal development. Then after you have to learn something every day. That is something that you really have to do, is learn something every day. So you can attend a webinar, listen to training, you can read blogs, articles, anything, but you need to learn something every day. Then, once you have learned that, you put it on a piece of paper as a blog, or you do a video about it. So you need to execute. It's execution. So you learn and you execute. And then people, because when you are going to start doing your branding, people are expecting you every day to do maybe a blog or a video or something. That's to make sure that you have something on your timeline. Because even if you start and you think, oh, nobody's listening to me, they do. I guarantee you they do. They might not put a like or anything on your timeline, but then they'll connect you. They connect with you through Messenger, or they will connect with you. So you need to persevere and making sure you have something on your timeline every day. So that is execution. Then what you have to do is connect with people. And that is sometimes, and it's what I found when I started doing network marketing, found it hard to make sure I was doing my connection with people because I was thinking if I will be fine. But no, you need at least to connect with 20 people. Then try to get their phone number. Try to make sure that you don't picture them, with your MLM or whatever. Make sure you know them, you connect with them, and you are going to maybe after a few days asking for their phone number, because when people have a phone call, it's much better, and sometimes they are surprised because they say, oh, you're the first person that is ringing me. And so you don't need to have their phone number because you can always ring with Facebook, you can ring with WhatsApp, so you don't really need or Skype. You can ask whatever they want, and then you can connect with them with a phone call, and that is usually what is working the best. So you have some training as well that you can do for that, but it's good to connect with them, even if you send them a voice how to call that, a voice on the Facebook message. They like it because it's more personal than sending a few lines on Facebook or to connect with them. So that is something you have to do. At least 20 people every day would be great. And then post on your Facebook groups if you're on Facebook, or connect with them when you're on Instagram, making sure you give value of what you're doing. So that is very, very important because it's sometimes the part, because it's so overwhelming, and that I understand. You train, you try to do the blog, you try to do a video and everything, but you don't connect with people. And what is bringing you more leads and generate more leads is the people you're going to be connected with. It's not all the training that you're doing. Of course, you're going to have people connecting with you, but then if you don't follow back, nobody is going to follow you. So that is very important. Also, you need to make sure you have time to decompress. Don't work like a maniac and not eating or not. Just make sure you have a daily routine of eating properly, spending a little bit of time with your family to make sure they know you are still existing, you know, that you're not only working. So make sure you connect with your family as well and have this routine where you need to decompress, because if you work after maybe 2 or 3 weeks, you'll be burned out, and then that's the time where you'll see that, because you're not going to get results the first week or the first 2 weeks. So it's very important that you take time to analyze everything, to spend time with your family as well, and not overworked, because you're going to think, I worked so many hours and I didn't really get much. And that's how a lot of people are just, they give up, because they say, oh my God, I'm working so much and I don't get anything back. So make sure you have time with your family. That's balance is very important. I did a blog about it, but you really need to follow that. So I did this blog that I'm going to put this video on. I put some hours, you'll see, and that's maybe, I think it's 2 hours every time you have to connect with people. But of course, depends. If you're a mom at home and you have many kids, you can't take all this time to do it. If you work full-time and you want to be a marketer part-time or quarter of a time, of course you won't be able to do all these hours, otherwise you're not going to sleep, so it's no point. So make sure that you're following a little bit of everything every day, and then you'll see even your task will go faster. A blog, instead of maybe you do 2 hours for a blog now, you might do it in an hour. So you go faster and faster every time. So that's all I wanted to say. I hope you got value out of my video. If you want me to help you with anything, I'll be more than happy to connect with you. Let me know. And in the meantime, I say goodbye and maybe see you in my team. I'll be very, very happy to help you out. Okay, bye.